Neural networks. You've probably heard of them. They power ChatGPT, image recognition, and self-driving cars. But what are they really? Well, neural networks are inspired by the human brain. Our brains have neurons that connect and pass signals to each other. Like this neuron would connect to this neuron. This is an illustration of brain cells. And they communicate with one another. And as you can see, this one also communicates with another one and communicates with that one and so on. So you have a deep neural connection that way. And so whenever you create a neural network, it's to simulate the way that human brains work. It's a real rough simulation, but the way it does it is with mathematics. Neural networks, they're used for business and they can be used for all kinds of things. Whenever you are on YouTube, the video that you're watching is recommended by a neural network. And when you're on Facebook scrolling, the posts that come up, if you notice, they're not always in time order. And it's neural networks that predict what you want to see next. Also, self-driving cars, they take in pictures, and the values of the pixels turn into numbers, and those numbers go into neural networks, and they predict what angle the steering wheel should turn, or how fast you should push on the accelerator or the gas pedal. Neural networks, they're in lots of areas of life, and they keep expanding. ChatGPT, for example, it uses things called transformers, but those are built with neural networks. And transformers, more specifically, have attention layers and fully connected neural network layers. And they switch, it somewhat alternates. It'll have an attention layer, and then the fully connected layer, an attention layer, fully connected, and so on, until it outputs a result that you're looking for, which is called a next token prediction. And tokens are sort of like words. So what you do is you place in words, and such as, what is a good recommendation for a book? So what it'll do, since ChatGPT is trained on the internet, it will send the stuff that you typed in through the neural network, and it'll say, probabilistically, based on training on a big chunk of the whole internet, what is the most likely word or token that should come next? Then it'll show that token. And then it'll take all of that, and then it will say, based on all of this, the previous thing that you typed in plus the word it predicted, based on all of that, what is the next word that should come? And so that's how somewhat ChatGPT works, but it's all based on neural networks. And neural networks, they try to imitate the way the human brain works, but the human brain is way, way, way more efficient. Supposedly, the human brain has approximately, of certain types of neurons, brain cells, 80 billion of them with 100 trillion connections, and only runs on, I think it's 25 watts of power. That's less than a 100-watt light bulbs that people use, or used to use. It's 1/4 of that amount, but the brain can run off of that and do enormous amounts of computations per second. And so the computers, right now they specialize in specific things, but artificial general intelligence that people are working toward is made to be good at pretty much everything that a human's good at, and better than humans at it. And computer vision is one of the big things that's used in AI, and it's for self-driving cars and image recognition, and for YouTube. It's used to kind of identify what the video is about, and it's used for so much stuff. Image recognition is. Robots use image recognition as one of their primary sources of knowing how to navigate the world. More specifically, convolutional neural networks are used in image recognition. It's still neural networks, but they go through things called convolutional layers. They'll take a small chunk of the image, and it'll do some analysis through it. Then it'll scoot over slightly and do some more analysis, and scoot over slightly, and so on, almost like somebody reading from left to right, and then goes left to right again on the next row, and so on, till it reads the whole thing. But what it does, when it's doing that, it's identifying little chunks of stuff. Like for that eye, it could be identifying, like, this is the corner of this robot eye, and this is the next part, and this is the next part, and how these pieces are related together. And part of the reason for that is for translation invariance, I believe is the term, which means that if this eye part was switched over to the left, and the part of the picture was cut off, or something else was on the other part of the picture, then it would still have the pattern of this, and this, and so on, as part of an eye, whether it's on this part of the picture, or over here, or up above it, or whatever. And so that's one of the useful things for convolutional neural networks. They were actually pretty much invented by a guy named Yann LeCun in 1998. He's the head of Facebook's artificial intelligence, and he's really intelligent guy. So anyway, that is a quick overview of neural networks. And so they are basically used for image recognition, for imitating the way the human brain works, and ChatGPT and other learned language models like Claude and Grok use them for predicting the next token, sort of like the next word. And they can get super, super deep. There can be like hundreds of billions of adjustable knobs, I guess you could say, called weights. And so there's a sort of like the human brain has, of the certain types of neuron cells, 80 billion with 100 trillion connections. And neural networks are used in business. They're used to predict sales, predict what YouTube videos you want to see next, what Facebook posts, and so on. And they're made to imitate the way the human brain works. And each of the neurons, they're mathematical, but the analogy is they all connect together in the fully connected layers. And so that is a quick overview. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and like so that YouTube knows to recommend more videos to you and to others. And I hope you have a great day today and every day. Bye.